What's up YouTube? My name is Brittany Lupton and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are in the kitchen because we're doing some meal prep. For breakfast, we're going to be doing overnight oats, fantastic on-the-go options that can save and store really well. Then for lunch, we're going to be prepping a chicken salad. You can also do this with tuna. For snacks, we're doing my apple peanut butter dip. For dinner, we're just going to be meal prepping chicken. And then additionally, we are going to be meal prepping sweet potatoes, broccoli, and roasted chickpeas. So if you are more vegan, chickpeas is an awesome option and this should be a good recipe for you. Those are all the things we're meal prepping. The big news of this, guys, is I'm coming out with a recipe book. This first edition is about meal prep and just kind of ideas and recipes that you can have ready to go if you are a busy girl on the go, if you're a mom like me. These recipes are something you can do ahead of time and enjoy. So I'm really excited about this. This isn't launching until the new year, but I'm starting now by taking all the photos for this book and writing all the recipes, solidifying exact measurements and everything. So you kind of get a little bit behind the scenes of this book that's going to be coming out in the new year. If you are an app user or you are signing up for my New Year program, you are going to get this completely free. If you're not going to be part of the program, this will be available for purchase. Everything in today's video and the photos I take are all going to be with the Nikon Z30. This video is sponsored by them, so thank you Nikon for providing me with your lovely cameras. And I'll give you kind of a behind the scenes of how I'm shooting, the photography for this project, as well as again video providing this for you for YouTube, for the app, and everything. I love that this camera is an all-in-one. I can do everything with it. So let's dive in and start making some recipes. First things first, overnight oats. I now have all of my ingredients for the overnight oats. So I'm gonna start off with a half cup of oats and a half cup of almond milk. You can use any type of milk you like. I love oat milk, I love almond milk. If you want to use cow's milk, do it, whatever you want. A fourth cup of Greek yogurt, a tablespoon of chia seeds, and a tablespoon of maple syrup. Now we're just gonna mix it all together. I want to get a really good close-up on this, so I'm using the swivel screen to make sure that I am getting a proper angle and the shot that I want. And once it's lined up, I hit record and I go, and this is the result. Now that the overnight oats are all mixed up and good to go, I'm now going to place it in the fridge for at least 2 hours or, overnight. Also, depending how many days you like to meal prep out, you just will multiply this recipe. Okay, we're all set for the fridge now. I think one of the coolest things when it comes to overnight oats are that you can have a variety of different toppings to make it a completely new meal each time you have it. So I'm gonna be sharing two of my favorites. One is gonna be a banana bread inspired one, and then the other is a fall apple one. So we're gonna start with the banana bread one. And we're gonna start by chopping up some walnuts. So it's about 2 tablespoons of chopped walnuts. And then we'll just add them right back into our bowl. It's also fall, so I'm definitely more inspired by these delicious fall type meals of like apples and cinnamon and walnuts and pecans. So I'm all for it. Whatever you like, throw that into your overnight oats and that's gonna get you excited in the morning. Like that's what matters. So we've got our walnuts all chopped up. Just need some banana. So there are a wide variety of ways you can do this. You can mash up the banana and add all of these ingredients into your overnight oats if you already know what flavor you want, or just prep this stuff in the morning. I'm just gonna have half a banana and I'm just gonna do it in slices. That's how I personally would do it. And personally, I just love to make my food aesthetic. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna slice up half this banana. If you're somebody who wants to store these, you can go ahead and store them in a stasher bag or in another Tupperware. So in the morning, you can just plop these right on or store them right on top of the jar itself. So I'll go ahead and just pop them on the jar so you can see. Ooh, it hasn't even been 2 hours yet and it's already getting pretty thick. Also stealing one of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of vanilla. I think if you're making a big batch, you can probably go ahead and put vanilla in. Now I'm gonna top it with bananas, fresh bananas that I just cut. Perfect. Now I'm gonna top it with some of my freshly chopped walnuts. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on the top. And there you have it, your overnight oats. Again, you can just store this as is, put the lid on, pop it in, and your toppings are already ready, and do that for as many as you'd like. Or prep all of your toppings the night before, have it in a separate container, or prep them the morning of. It's now time to take pictures for my book, and it's so convenient to switch between photo and video mode. All you do is flip that little toggle, and now I'm ready to take photos for this book, which is so easy and convenient. We got it! Okay, I'm 100% taste testing this, but I already know it's fire. 10 out of 10. Okay, one more bite. Now let me tell you why this is so fire and so good for you. Not only are you getting protein and fat from your Greek yogurt, 2 tracks, amazing, helps keep you fuller longer. You're getting carbs from your oats, you're getting omega-3s from your chia seeds, great antioxidants from cinnamon. Nuts are amazing in fats and add such a good texture to this. Banana, amazing, delicious carb, full of nutrients because it's fruit. This is a 10 out of 10. Now, the other one I was gonna make is the apple, just sub banana for apple, and that's pretty much the exact same recipe. It's 10 out of 10, a complete knockout. I think I might finish this off camera. Now we're moving on to a snack. This is one of my all-time favorite snacks. This is my high protein apple peanut butter dip. I'm gonna go ahead and mix half a cup of Greek yogurt into a bowl. And then follow that by 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. It is that simple. This is something that's really easy to prep that you can save in your fridge. You can go ahead and prep and cut the apple ahead of time as well. I prefer to cut my apples fresh, but honestly, it's so nice to have pre-cut fruit and veggies. It's so much easier to just pull that for a snack. This snack is about 20 grams of protein, where if you are trying to up your gains, we want high protein snacks, okay? Good fats, good protein, good carbs. Now all we need to do is cut up an apple. And voila. Honestly, this doesn't look that glamorous, but it's absolutely delicious and packed in protein. Also, easy to store in your fridge for meal prep so you can snack all week long. Okay, so I just took the photos for this one. Again, same setup, same spot, and the photos turned out really good. I did end up layering the apples a little bit different and added some cinnamon so that it just photographed a little bit cuter, but now it's time to take a bite. So good. This camera makes it so easy to shoot and even record. Right now I'm looking at the red record light, so I know it's recording. Same with this, so now you'll see both red recording lights, which is nice. So whenever I'm recording, I know I'm getting the footage. I don't have to do any retakes. It's so nice to have it on the front, as well as the flip out screen. I love this. Not only it flips out, but it swivels. So sometimes you're in an awkward angle. You have to kind of tilt it, make sure you can see what you need to get. Love that. Now that I've gotten all of the content that I need, photos and videos, I'm popping this into my airtight container to leave it in my fridge. So next time I need a snack, I've got my apple peanut butter dip ready. You can pack the apples in directly in the jar or separately, whichever you prefer. Now, let's move on to lunch. Okay, the next recipe is for lunch. We're doing a chicken salad. When it comes to this recipe, I have pre-prepped chicken. This can be chicken that you've already made in your oven, like we'll make later on in this video that you can repurpose for this. It's always great to have a little bit of cooked chicken in your fridge. This can be rotisserie chicken. This can be any type of already cooked chicken. I've got mayo, Dijon mustard, sliced grapes, and celery. And then of course we'll use a couple seasonings. You can also add in almonds, which is something where if that's something that's common in your household, it's great to just kind of throw those in. Or if you're like me, that's not kind of a typical household item, I just don't have them, so I'm gonna omit them. We're gonna chop up the chicken and then add everything into the bowl. Again, you can store this in an airtight container. It's gonna last into your fridge for 3 to 5 days. It does not freeze well, but this is a fantastic lunch on the go, or even a snack. You can eat this as a sandwich or with crackers, chips. I love chicken salad. So now that we've added all the chicken into the bowl, now it's time to add the rest of the ingredients. So I did about 2 stalks or half a cup of celery, a whole cup of grapes. I love grapes. I think that grapes are the secret ingredient to a good chicken salad. I'm starting off with a 1/3 cup of mayo. If I need to add more, I can, but I'd rather err on the light side because you can always add more in. You can't take more out. I'm gonna scoop that. And then we've got a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Then add salt and pepper. We use a generous amount of both. Okay, let's give that a mix and a taste and we'll see where we're at. It looks so good. If I need salt or pepper or anything. No, that's perfect. What the heck? Why is everything tasting so good today? That is gas. The Dijon mustard, that's so good. What?
You know the drill. Now it's time to add it into an airtight container. I did already eat an entire serving of this, the one that I plated and shot, because it was so good. I don't know why everything's tasting so good right now, but it just goes to show these recipes are fire.
It fits perfect. Okay, when it comes to the chicken, I've gone ahead and I've prepped 4 slices. So I've prepped 2 chicken breasts, cut them into 4. That way I have 4 servings of about 4 to 6 ounces. I just seasoned that with salt and pepper and then popped it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna check the temperature until it's 165, and then I'm also gonna make chickpeas so you have a vegan non-meat option for meal prep.
For the chickpeas, I went ahead and drained and rinsed them, and now I'm just patting them dry. I find patting them dry helps them stay crispier, and then I'm gonna just prep them on a sheet pan with foil and nonstick spray.
Okay, so now I'm just removing any of the loose skins. When it comes to chickpeas, you can season them a ton of different ways. You can do sweet, you can do savory, you can do smoky. It just depends what flavor profile you want. And as you see, my Nikon Z getting the second shot, so that way I can have 2 different shots. It's so nice. And this flip screen, literally I'm using it all the time. You can already see. So we're gonna season these and then pop them in the oven with the chicken.
I ended up seasoning my chickpeas with salt, pepper, chili powder, and cayenne. I went for a little bit more of a spicy chickpea, and these were absolutely delicious. It has been a while since I've made roasted chickpeas, and I don't know why I don't make these more. They honestly add such a great flavor and crunch to any meal, and it's a great alternative for chicken or other meats.
Ooh. Oh, they're a little spicy. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Even to just snack on, or you can even add these to like a power bowl or something. Now, since this is a recipe for my book, let's go take some photos before I eat them all. I feel like chicken is so versatile, and I just seasoned it with salt and pepper. That way I can have a bland chicken that I can use for whatever I want, and you can add a wide variety of sauces like teriyaki, balsamic. And then in today's video, I'm gonna be making a honey mustard because I love honey mustard chicken with the vegetables that we're going to be making. So that way you have a full dinner inspired meal for you if you want to meal prep this exactly. But that's what I kind of love about chicken, is you can do so much with it, any type of flavor profile that you want. So now we're going to start prepping our vegetables. We are going to be roasting broccoli and sweet potatoes. Again, you can always meal prep more for however many days you personally want to have meal prep ready for. For me, a lot of times I'll prep 2 to 4 days, or if I'm making dinner, I'll make just a little bit extra so I can have leftovers the next day, or use chicken a couple other days afterward. Also, while things are cooking, I like to look back through my photos and videos, especially when I'm doing a project like this, just to make sure that the photos look good before I start eating any of it. So I'm gonna check that real quick while everything is in the oven, and it's so nice and easy on this camera. So for this, I'll go ahead and press the media to see all of the videos, and I'll kind of go through and browse just to make sure everything looks good. I also want to go through my photos. So I've already cut, washed, and rinsed my broccoli. Now I'm just going to add it to the sheet pan and spread it out evenly. I just used 2 heads of broccoli. You can of course prep more if you want, but this is a good size for us. And now I'm just gonna season everything with salt, pepper, and olive oil. Of course, you can add any other seasonings that you would like to this mix. If you like garlic salt, onion powder, any of that. I try to stay away from onion, anything, because it's just not a pretty sight. So always heavily salt. Give this some love. Give it some good flavor, some good seasonings. And also sprinkle Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese for the last couple minutes. Make it nice and crispy. That would be delicious. Now that the broccoli is ready, it's time to prep the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes definitely take the longest to cook, so I've gone ahead and grabbed my biggest sheet tray, lined it with foil, and then I'm gonna spray it with non-stick spray. Then I'm going to wash my sweet potatoes, peel them, and then chop them up into fine cubes to add to here. Sweet potatoes definitely take the longest. So you can buy already prepped frozen sweet potatoes. I know that those are some great options. There are a ton out there where if you love sweet potatoes, that can help save you a lot of prep work.
For seasonings, I'm adding salt and pepper as well as ground mustard and rosemary. I'm finishing it off with a little bit of olive oil, then I'm going to give it a mix and lay it out on the sheet pan. For whatever reason, Darian made this combo up and it tastes so good. Again, what is it with the mustard? Also, I needed a little bit additional olive oil, so I gave it one more toss in olive oil. And here are the veggies all done and roasted and looking absolutely delicious. I love broccoli, I love sweet potatoes. You can always sub these for other vegetables, but this is this week's meal prep, and honestly, I love how it all came together. Now let's assemble it all together. I wanted to go ahead and give you a full visual of what this meal will look like all together in a bento box. You can use any type of meal prep container.
This is the option that Darian brings to work most often. He loves these, they're glass. I love bento boxes, so that's what I'm gonna show you guys.
So I added about a cup of broccoli, and all the leftover broccoli is gonna go in another Tupperware and be stored in the fridge for the next meals. I'm adding chickpeas into the other half of the top portion of my bento box, and then adding sweet potatoes to the half with my chicken. So this is what it looks like with all of the ingredients done, and it's looking so good. I'm adding sauce to an extra cup. That way I can bring it along and nothing gets soggy. You can also just add the sauce directly into that. That is up to you and how you like to pack it. Now I'm just stacking my little bento box, which also comes with utensils, which is so nice, and we're good to go.
And that's gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. I hope you love and try these recipes yourself. I think it's really cool to be able to share with you a little bit of behind the scenes of what's coming for the new year when it comes to my program and my app, and having this awesome meal prep and recipe book provided for you guys. I feel like that's gonna help you so much. And this is just an example of what 1 week will look like in that book. So I'm really excited for the new year. I'm excited for what is to come. And it was really cool to be able to show you behind the scenes of kind of how I shoot this content, the photography inside of that, by using my Nikon Z30. There are a ton of awesome factors when it comes to this camera that I love using. Again, I love the flip LCD touchscreen. This makes it so easy to shoot. The red recording light is so nice to know that, hey, I'm rolling, I'm live, I'm not missing any type of content. It is awesome to be able to flip between photo and video so easily and quickly, especially when, hey, I'm shooting a video, oh, one click, and I'm ready to start shooting photos again and just get it done quickly. I am all for saving time, energy, all of that as a working mom. So this camera makes it really easy to do that. I also love that you have interchangeable lenses. So half of this video was shot with this kit lens that I have on right now, which is the 16 to 50 millimeter lens. And then I also love to shoot with this 35 millimeter lens. So because this camera has interchangeable lenses, you can pick a wide variety and get wide shots, close-up shots, and just have quite a variety when it comes to your footage that you're getting. All the photography was taken with this 35, as well as those side B-roll closer up shots, all with the 35, whereas this is with the kit lens, which you're watching right now. So I just think that adds an awesome variety. It's so easy to switch these out and fun to kind of collect a bunch of different lenses to get different angles, focal points, and all of that. A big tip that I did not talk about yet is when this is on a tripod, it is so easy to get access to your battery and your memory card. Let me show you. It is crazy when it comes to a camera. Okay, for example, we're gonna put my camera on this extra tripod over here. These are the tips and tricks, like when you're starting out, you don't think of that the details matter so much. So as I was shooting, I had to change out the battery, right? Because I shot for about 2, 3, 4 hours. Battery life isn't gonna last that much longer, especially when I'm constantly rolling. Because they place this port on the end, pop it open, and immediately I can pop my battery out. I can't even explain to you how nice it is that the memory card and the battery port, you have such easy access right here underneath the camera. So you don't have to fiddle and take your camera all the way off the tripod, which takes so long. It's just nice to be able to easily swap them and to continue rolling. You don't have to move the tripod, you don't have to move the camera. Your shot is gonna stay the exact same throughout the whole time. That is so beneficial and something you don't really think about. So this is the little port underneath that you just pop open. And the very last thing I need to do is to take a thumbnail for this YouTube video. So a feature that I love is I will go ahead and I will switch to camera mode. And if this viewfinder is out, if I'm on self shoot mode, it gives me a 3-second timer automatically, which is so nice because I don't have to go and fumble in my settings and try and find, oh, self timer, all of that. It is so nice that it's just an automatic option if you're in the selfie mode. It will have a 3-second self timer, which is so easy, beneficial, especially if you're taking your own photos for Instagram or you're trying to do a thumbnail for YouTube. It's so nice. If you want to check out the Nikon Z30, I have a link down in the description box. You can go ahead and click that. It is not a commission link, but you can go ahead and check it out, find out more about this camera. And again, thank you Nikon so much for sponsoring this video. With that being said, if you liked this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!